What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're down at our main shop. I have my TerraStar pulled in because it is time to put a new rubber cutting edge on this wing plow. The front end is a bit worn down and we're pretty much at the last chance to save it. We kind of started to hit this bolt, but as you can see down here, a piece of the rubber is completely destroyed. We've already flipped this wing once and it's lasted us quite some time, but up on the shelf up there on that pallet with all of the orange like plastic wrap on it is a bunch of rubber wings. So I'm gonna have to move this trailer and then get that pallet down. We gotta get a 10-foot rubber cutting edge off of that. All right, so change of plans. I'm not gonna grab the trailer with the forklift and move it. I didn't realize that Fisher plow was over there when I was talking about it before. Normally I can just grab this trailer with our forklift, bring it to the back of our shop and obviously grab the pallet down, but I'm just gonna get them down by hand. I put a ladder over there. It'll be a lot easier and probably faster than moving all of that stuff. It is hot out today. I say hot, but it's like 57 degrees today, and I'm sweating. I have a sweatshirt on, and then another sweater, and then obviously a long sleeve under that. So, time to take some clothes off. And I would open the garage door, but I don't know if you guys can hear it. Rodrigo and Guillermo are out there pressure washing trucks, so I'm trying to eliminate all of the extra noise in the background of this video. All right, so on the back here, you have all of these bolts and nuts all the way down through here. These ones, we don't need to take off. These lock the actual cutting edge onto the plow there, but these ones go all the way through the front here and then into this piece back here, which lock the rubber on, also your curb guards, and this other piece down here that goes down the entire length of your cutting edge. So the first three, I hope I'm not blocking you, the first three hold the curb. So, I'm gonna leave the second one on, that way that thing doesn't fall into the ground. If you're wondering why I'm reaching my arm out to the other side, sometimes when you back the nuts off a little bit, these bolts back out through the front and then they'll just sit there spinning like that with the nut. So I keep pressure on it, just keeping it back in here because, actually I'll show you real quick. They have little square pieces on here that lock into the blade, and if they back out, they'll just spin in front of the blade and you'll never get the nut off. So I just keep pressure in, holding this square piece into the cutting edge, and then you don't have to worry about them just spinning freely on you. Actually, put that back in here right now. That's a perfect example. It's doing it right now. One more and then we can change, oh, runaway washer. We can change one section of it. Ricky, you want to hold this for me for a second? Here, hold this curb guard. What do you need? The curb guard. Alright. That should come off. Oh, it's 4. No, it's 3. That's it? Here, 1 second. Let me put one of these down. Alright, pop all of these out except for the top one. Leave one in up here. Okay, there's only 2 in, right? Oh, take that out, take that out. You got 2 in, right here and right here, right?
Wow.
Right, that's it?
Yeah.
Alright, 1 second. Ready? So on the front of these is super nice. There's these big, I don't know what we'll call them, like knobs that these rubber cutting edges sit on. There you go. That's it. And then you throw this piece on over top. It's like a washer basically. And then your curb guard on the end. The bolts for the curb guard are obviously a bit longer because you have a whole nother piece of cutting edge to get through. Why'd you run away?
Yeah.
Why'd you run away?
What?
Why'd you run away?
No comprendo.
Why did you run away?
¿Que tú no se fue?
Yeah.
Yo comprendo que tú no se fue. Yo puse mantequilla de culo de tu.
Not yet. I'm gonna put it on the back.
That's it?
Let me put one nut on there, just to hold it a little bit. Hey, my hand. Yeah. I'm sure you're sorry. I'm sure you're
No
sorry.
mantequilla de culo.
I'm just putting it right now. I'll put it on, don't worry.
Okay, you.
I'm good right now.
Okay.
I'll call you when I need you.
No tienes mi número.
Yeah, I got your number, don't worry. So I only put a couple on. I got 1, 2 on the curb guard and then 2 more down there. That way this thing just doesn't fall off. Time to get the front section off, and then obviously we'll put it back on and tighten everything down. We actually might have to raise this up, being that we're putting a new rubber up. This might be too tight right there, but I'm gonna try it and find out. I don't know. Look at that. Got like 3/4 of an inch to spare. Hopefully you guys can see from that angle. Yeah, I'm gonna clean this up real quick and then we'll throw this back on. There's like a couple pieces right here that I want to grind off. Whoa, that was a lot. That was a lot. A bit more than I wanted to put on there. There is a pattern that Winter recommends when you're putting these on. I don't know if it's for these upper bolts or the lower bolts, but I don't remember the pattern and I don't have the paperwork anymore. So we're just gonna work our way down the cutting edge and make sure everything's tight. The only thing I will say, which I just did, right on the seam here where the outside pieces that are like basically like a long washer, where they meet, sometimes one of them, when it's worn down like that and you're flipping them and stuff, one of them will catch on top of the other. So I like to tighten these two together and then work my way out, because that's the only seam you have on the outside. So as long as you get those snug right alongside of each other, you won't have any issues going out. All right guys, there you have it. That is how you change a rubber cutting edge on a winter equipment setup. Super nice. Got the curb guards back on. The one piece I was talking about in the center here, you can see with, this is, I don't know if you can really see that, but there you go. You can see the lip from this being bent in, being on the front. Sometimes it hits stuff. You can see this one is curved in as well. So sometimes you get a situation here where this seam does not want to sit properly, and either, I think this one would get caught on top of this one, unless you tighten this one first. Actually, it doesn't really matter. One of them will get caught on top of the other unless you kind of pull them in together, which is what I did. But as you can see, we got it on there pretty good. This thing is ready to go for the next storm. You can see this old blade completely beat up. Definitely time to change it. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.